Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. I hope I can kind of get through this video. I've been down with these allergies. It has had me really down. Okay. Listen, more layoffs are coming. We are having a problem in this country. I don't see the politicians addressing it. All the job eliminations, no job creations. And then I've got a question for you. So here's Intel. What does it say? The layoffs keep coming as a remaking of Intel rolls on. Wow, the layoffs just keep on coming. Unbelievable. Says more layoffs are coming at Intel, the latest big tech company to make big cuts in its staff. The American chip giant on Thursday afternoon said in a letter from CEO Lip Bhutan, published online in concert with the company's latest financial results, that it plans to end the year with a workforce of around 75,000 after workforce reductions and attrition, cutting jobs by about 15%. That would mark a substantial year-over-year reduction from the nearly 109,000 employees Intel reported at the end of 2024. Several large U.S. tech firms have taken similar steps in recent months as they sought to cut costs, sustain profits, and restructure operations. Microsoft in early July confirmed plans for thousands of layoffs, while Google was making buyout offers last month. Quote, we're making hard but necessary decisions to streamline the organization, drive greater efficiency, and increase accountability at every level of the company, Tan wrote Thursday. Wow. The company, as it has sought to turn around its business and revitalize interest in its stock, has taken on staffing as well as strategic questions. Earlier this year, it said it expected hybrid employees to be on site at least 4 days a week by September 1st. A move Tan said today was on track. And job cuts that happened in quarter two, Tan wrote, reduced the number of management layers by about 50%. No job is safe. No job is safe. The tech industry, that's one of those industries, it's like, you ever heard of what's called a recession proof business? Well, the tech industry, in my opinion, has been a recession proof career, but it's not anymore. Again, what? Anybody can get it. So the number of management layers reduced by 50%. Makes perfect sense. If you're letting go of people, what do you need managers for? Now, what's the probability of walking back into another management position with another tech company? Not likely. No one is safe. What's going on over here? Johnsonville shuts down another plant overnight. Employees are left what? Stranded. Johnsonville shuts down another plant overnight. Employees are left what? Stranded. Wow. So we've gone from tech, no one is safe, now to manufacturing. On the morning of June 2nd of 2025, 274 workers showed up at Johnsonville Moments plant, expecting a normal shift. By afternoon, their jobs were gone. In a surprise meeting in Kankakee, workers were told the plant was closing, effective immediately. Quote, it's like they didn't even care about us, end quote, says Lupe Hernandez, who worked there for 25 years. The news spread fast, but few could believe it. What came next stunned the entire community. Wow. 25 years and you're out. You're out. Hey, at least you got that. Workers are left what? Stranded. Where are they going to go? Just no 2 weeks, not even a 24-hour warning, effective immediately. And management had to know that, right? Someone they knew. So let's see. So there's no safety in manufacturing, in the blue collar job, the tech job, the white collar job. There's no safety even in being nurses and teachers. Work hard, they said. And if you work hard, you can achieve the American dream. Get your education, you can achieve the American dream. And people have gotten the education. The paper is basically worthless. It's decorative at that. A personal achievement, not going to knock it. But that's an investment made with your money and your time. You can't buy back time. You can't go back and erase 4, 5, 6, whatever, 8 years of your life. You can't. It doesn't work that way. There's no time machine. You can't get that back. And then with this economy more than anything, that's the student loans. I don't want to hear about, oh, constitutional. Write it down, do a write-off just like they do when the banks mess up and the taxpayers got to go ahead and save the day. It's worthless because you got the degree hoping to be able to get that dream job and support yourself financially, and you can't even do that. But you're still legally liable for that bill. Work hard, they said. And if you work hard, you can achieve the American dream. It's yours. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How'd that turn out, people? How did working hard work out for you? So here's my question. It's just like reparations. Or when it comes to FBA, people holler, oh, well, that was so long ago. Yeah, but it sure as hell happened. It sure as hell happened. The work was done. See, what people don't seem to see, what we're looking at right now, in my opinion, we're all pretty much the new slave. That happened long ago, and look what's happening now. And then there's no comparison, just so we're clear. What I'm getting at, oh, you're going to get the reparations, 40 acres and a mule. Never did get it. So what do people have to do? Just go out there and just make it on your own. 40 acres and a mule never did occur. So we have to go out there and my culture and just make it on your own. Work wherever you can, get something going on. It's 2025, and whether you want to face it or not, that's what America's going to have to do. All the job eliminations, no new job creations, nobody is safe. Work hard, they said, and if you work hard, you can achieve the American dream. But what if in the American dream, the way the system is designed, there are no new jobs, so you can maintain what you have? What's the probability of getting laid off from a tech job, manufacturing job, nursing, teaching job, and then you can find that same job maybe a couple of months later? What's the probability? Older workers, what's the probability you're in your 50s, 60s, laid off from a job, you're going to go ahead and find you another good paying job? What's the probability? Not likely, and that's just facts. So when I mention reparations, again, I just want to be clear, especially as an FBA person myself, I'm not saying that what our people experience is similar to this. No, I'm just talking about jobs that I want anybody to say, oh, I know you didn't. Don't even. I would never disrespect my ancestors like that, okay? So I'm referring to the financial aspect of it. I would never do that. The experience is totally different. My point is, just like we were told 4 acres and a mule, our ancestors, we were told, we have been taught in this society, it's been taught, if you work hard and you get that education and people did it, you can achieve the American dream, and people worked hard and got that sheet of paper. It's an American nightmare. So, since we relied on that information of working hard and getting the American dream, and for the community that we are in right now, the dynamics, the system, how it's working out for us, this economy, working hard doesn't mean jack. It just doesn't. So we did that. What you're going to do, you're going to make a company not lay you off? You're going to make a company hire you? Fell for the okie doke. They didn't say, now work hard, but there's also a probability that AI is going to come along and it's going to go ahead, basically just wipe out the world that you know, and everything we told you in the past is no longer valid. No, that was never said. All I recall being told, as most Americans, are all about working hard and people did it. So what happens when we were given the information, we relied on it, and it doesn't pan out? When you're given information, given advice, and it didn't turn out, and people are damaged. Again, these student loans, they need to be just wiped out. You got money for wars, you got money for student loans, you got money to put in the hands of people overseas, you got money to get rid of these student loans. It's just like a anchor around your neck. So if we were told if you work hard, you can achieve the American dream and yada, 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 and all this nonsense, because we see now it's just been a total flip side. If that is the case, people did that, relied on the information, and it didn't work out. It didn't work out. Do you think the Americans have been bamboozled? Do you think the Americans have been damaged? I think so. And some people say, well, there are jobs TSA. Everybody does not live, and thank you very much for letting us know. Everybody doesn't live near TSA. There are jobs that really, I'm seeing more restaurants, it's sad to see, closed down. So a fast food place, they just put money into it, maybe a year and a half ago, to revamp it. Closed down. Closed down. So, if Americans were told to work hard and all that kind of stuff and get your education, and if you don't get education, again, work hard on the job and all that, if there's no job creation, we can't control that then, and the Americans are damaged, of course. Can't even afford to survive right now. So guess what I want to know? Who's going to pay the American reparations? Who? Who's going to pay the American reparations for getting to all this school debt? And even if they did get into debt, for working hard, trying to maintain your family and your bills, and then these companies just lay you off, and you can't find another job because you're relying on this system. Americans are suffering. Who's going to pay reparations to the Americans who can't afford rent, can't afford food? My cousin was at a grocery store, Walmart. I joked with a friend of mine. I said, man, I said, next thing you know, I said, they're going to be jacking you for your food. My God, don't speak things you never know. It comes into existence. Already happened to a lady with a child. She had already paid for groceries, had her baby. He pushed her, and he just snatched the basket in the Walmart parking lot and just ran off with that basket of food. You think a lady gonna run with her baby, afraid of dropping? First of all, just shocked. Is she gonna start running with her baby? She's by herself. People getting real desperate. But hey, but if you work hard, yeah, working hard ain't working. The math isn't mathing. So I just want to know, since we were told that, do you feel that the Americans deserve reparations for this? Who asked for it? Who asked to get a degree not knowing it's going to be worthless? And besides personal achievement, if you can't make it, you spent money to make money. You did that, but now you can't make any money with it. Was that in the fine print? All that's going on, the suffering of the American people. I want to know who who's going to repair the damage done to the American people. Who's going to do it? Who is going to repair the damage done to the American people? And this is how people, if they cannot find income replacement, let's not pretend. We know what time it is. You start to lose everything. So these people here, Johnsonville shuts down another plant overnight. Employees left stranded. No warning. Over. Bye. Nice knowing you, pal. People's income. No one is safe. Intel from 109,000 in 2024, around 75,000. So what's the likelihood of these people, if they've got nice homes and things, you're used to this economy, I mean this lifestyle, this pay grade, what's the likelihood of being able to go ahead and find that again? And sustain, not trying to get ahead. That's not even part of the equation. We're just talking about trying to maintain what you have. What is the likelihood of that happening? Why did Americans go in debt for these college loans? Why did Americans go in debt? You go into these jobs, 20 years, 5 whatever years. If you work hard, you can achieve the American dream. That's what we were told. But that's gotten old. So I want to know. Please tell me. Who will pay the Americans reparations? The damage has been done. Look on TikTok, look on the news, look around you. Damage has been done. People living in shelters, living in their cars, stacking up with family. We were told that, believed in it. We lived and breathed by it. We acted on it. And then come to find out, folks, it wasn't any good. It's like, oh yeah, you know about that. So what say you? Who's going to repair the American? We're pretty good about putting money overseas so we can have an influence. And oh yeah, we can come to shore and we're going to show you so we can have an influence. Here's billions of dollars. What about the American? The one that worked to put the money there. Who's going to repair the American? So what do you think? This time you think, hey, these things happen. There's no need to repair the Americans. Americans don't deserve reparations for this economy. These happen. You just got to suffer through it. Hey, maybe some going to lose all you got. Start over. You think? Oh, those student loans. Well, you won't. And then if you don't pay the student loans, that's going to affect your credit score. It'll tank it. You may not be able to get any other employment. Wow. All because we were told as a collective, if you work hard, get that education, you can achieve the American dream. Yeah. And you can get in so much debt, you can barely afford a can of beans. So much to that great American dream. So what do you think? I thought, my process, do the Americans deserve reparations, some type of relief? What do you think? And if so, seriously, some may say no, this is just a part of life. But for all the damage relying upon the information, do you think that the Americans are deserving of reparations? And I'm out. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share.